sure to check out Agelessgeeks for your figures and collectibles. This video and YouTube channel is rated PG-13, so that means this channel is not for anyone under the age of 13.
So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? DRAVEN here, and today we're going to be doing a quick look review, and this time it's going to be of the Diamond Select Toys, Brandon Lee's The Crow. So let's get into it right away and take a very quick look at the box here. So as you can see here, we do have a generic style box when it comes to Diamond Select. We do get the warning, blah blah blah, Diamond Select Toys, The Crow, Collector's Action Figurine. We do have the window as well. There's the top of the box, the bottom with the barcode and blah 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 stuff. There's the one side. The other side, same thing. Then there's the back. There's a little bio. If you would like to read it, pause right now and you can give it a read. Then we do get a cool image from the movie as well. So that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and see what accessories the Crow is included with. So for Eric Draven's accessories, he's not included with much. We do get this sword type looking weapon, which isn't a sword. He got it off the roof when he was fighting the villain at the end of the movie who had a sword, so he needed some sort of weapon, I guess, that could withstand a sword. So he ripped this off the roof here, and it looks pretty cool. It is a bit warped, as you can see there, so I have to try to fix that so it doesn't look as warped, but he does hold on to it alright with either one of his hands there. And then his other accessories, we do get this stand here, which has the base, and then the arm and a peg on the end of it, and then we do, of course, get the Crow with the Crow. I mean, you can't make a Crow figure without giving us a Crow. And the Crow looks fine. Very nice sculpting to it, as you can see there. Pretty cool looking. And you can see you just peg it right onto the stand there. And this stand's alright. It's one of the ratchety ones, which I don't mind, but these, where these peg in, it's a really loose fit and they can fall out very easily, so just keep that in mind. And it does look cool once you have the Crow behind Eric Draven right there. So that is the accessories. Now let's take a closer detailed look at Brandon Lee's The Crow. Alrighty, so taking a closer detailed look at Eric Draven here, and I think Diamond Select did a alright job with the figure. Definitely not the best figure in the world, but the face sculpt did turn out much better than I thought it looked in the promo images. One thing I don't like is the neck. It just looks super long. So the neck definitely a bit too long on the figure. But the face paint looks great with the black around the eyes and then the lines going up and down over the eyes and then around the mouth as well. I remember when I was a kid, I used to paint my face like this. I was such a huge fan of the Crow. And then I was also a fan of wrestling, so when I saw Sting dressing like this, I thought he was even more awesome. The hair sculpt looks pretty good too. Very nice sculpting to it. It looks like it's black, and then they added a brown throughout it as well, so that does look pretty cool. So overall, pretty good job on the face sculpt. And the eyes seem to both be looking in the same direction. I think the left one's off to the left just slightly, not too bad though. And then we do get the necklace with his wedding ring on there, and then we do get some tears in his shirt, which I believe that was from bullet holes later on in the movie, some of them. I could be wrong. I haven't watched the movie in a while. I'm actually watching it right now. But we do get some sculpted wrinkles throughout it. I love these wrapping pieces around the lower torso. That looks pretty dope. Get some sculpted wrinkles on the back there. Arms look pretty good too. Some sculpted wrinkles. The wrappings look awesome around the forearms and the hands there. And I like how they made that black, like a more glossy black, instead of the rest of the suit or costume, which is a more matte black there. And where there's gold on the pants and on the necklace, clean paint on that. Same with these beige pieces, pretty clean paint on that as well. And then for the legs here, we do get some nice sculpted wrinkles all throughout it. I wish they would switch up their leg joints. Man, these are so out of date. I don't know why they don't switch up the way they do their leg joints, man. This is like mid-2000s type leg joints, man. Then, like I said, we do get sculpted wrinkles all throughout the pants. This piece looks pretty cool, too. And the lower legs look pretty good, and the boots look good, too. Looks just like how his boots did in the movie there. And we get, like, a nice, like, dry brush or something over the boots there, which I definitely dig. And the bottom, not too much going on besides a couple peg holes. So overall, the detail on this figure turned out pretty good. The face sculpt, I think, looks much better having the figure in hand, but the neck is just a bit too long, and Diamond Select really needs to switch up their leg joints, man. That is so out of date. But there is a closer look at the figure now. Let's go over the height and height comparisons. Now for the height of the crow to the very top of his head. Looks like he's just shy of 7 inches and 1/4 of an inch tall. Now let's see him compared to a few other figures. And then here is Eric DRAVEN compared to the DC Collectibles Essentials Rorschach, the Storm Collectibles 2020 Convention exclusive Scorpion, the McFarlane Toys MK11 Baraka, and the McFarlane Toys MK11 Spawn. And yes, these capes will be up for sale, or they might be up for sale already by the time this video is uploaded. And as you can see, this figure scales really well with other 7-inch scale figure lines. Now let's see Eric DRAVEN compared to a few other figures, then we will continue on with this review. And then here is the crow compared to some NECA figures. So we have the original movie TMNT Shredder and Casey Jones, and then we do have the convention exclusive Batman and the Ultimate Edition City Hunter Predator. And once again, he fits in great with these 7-inch scale figures from NECA. So there is the height and height comparisons. Now let's continue on with this review. And now for the articulation here. We do have basic Diamond Select articulation, which I'm really not a fan of their articulation. As I mentioned, their leg joints are just, the way they look, it's just very outdated, you know what I mean? So the neck here, we do get the one joint, and you could get Eric DRAVEN to look up about that much, which really isn't much, plus it gets hindered by the hair. He does look down really good, though. That looks so weird because of how long the neck is. We do get pretty good pivot there, so that's definitely cool. And then, of course, you do get the swivel. Then we just get a torso joint here, which has alright movement, goes forward that much, back that much. That really does not go back at all. Pivot is okay, and then you do get the swivel there. So really not the best movement there. The arms here don't hit 90 degrees. They do go up and down. We do not have true bicep swivel. You have to use it at the shoulder, or you could use it at the single jointed elbow that just hits 90 degrees, and then you do get the swivel there. Then we do get a hinge and swivel on the wrists. And then for the legs here, can't even kick up to 90 degrees, which is a bit disappointing. Goes to the back about 45 degrees. Let's see if he can Jean-Claude Van Damme it with these outdated leg joints. And he can. So that is actually surprising, because going forward and back isn't good, but he can Van Damme it. Then there is no swivel from the thigh up. It is at the knee there. And we do have single, wow, that joint is super tight. Do have single jointed knees, and these joints are just horrendous, man. Can't even hit 90 degrees. A lot of the joints can't hit 90 degrees, which is not good, man. And then the ankles here, there's no swivel there, but the ankles do hinge up that much. Hinge down really good. And then we do get the forward facing pin ankle rocker, which is pretty good actually. So overall, the articulation definitely not the best on this figure, but Diamond Select isn't really known for their incredible articulation. But anyway, that is my quick look review at the Diamond Select the Crow. Hope you enjoyed it. Overall, this figure is alright. Definitely not the best figure in the world, not the best Diamond Select figure, but hey man, we haven't had a decent 6-inch scale, 7-inch scale Crow figure in over a decade. I think the last one we got was from McFarlane Toys, probably 15, 20 years ago. And that wasn't even articulated. So finally having an articulated Crow Eric DRAVEN figure is awesome to me. I'm hoping maybe other companies jump on this. Like I'd love to see NECA's take on a Crow figure. Even Mafex, that would be awesome. Or hell, even McFarlane Toys. I would love to see Todd McFarlane do an update on his Crow, because the last one, like I said, wasn't articulated. Now getting the updated McFarlane Toys articulation, that would be dope for a Crow figure. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. Like I said, not the best figure, man. They could have done way, way better with this figure. The detail, probably the best part to the figure. The neck, as I mentioned before, a bit too long, and those hip or leg joints are just so outdated, man. They really need to update that as well. But besides that, the paint's nice and clean, and the sculpt work was handled really well. Also, the articulation, probably the weakest point to the figure. You really don't get a ton of great articulation. You have alright articulation with this figure. I know Diamond Select isn't known for their articulation, but better than no articulation, you know what I mean? And then finally the accessories. Extremely happy they included an actual crow with Eric Draven here, and I like that they included this as well. Definitely a cool little accessory to give the figure. If you saw the movie, then you know it's definitely a cool little accessory. But as I say with McFarlane Toys figures, would have liked some alternate hands. Even an alternate head sculpt would have been pretty dope too. Like I say, I wouldn't mind paying an extra couple bucks for a few more accessories. But overall, glad somebody did some sort of articulated crow figure, and I'm glad I got it. It's not a bad figure for what, like 22 bucks. So glad I got it. The nostalgia is definitely there. That's why I had to get it. And as I said before, I hope we see more toy companies make a frickin' Eric Draven crow figure, because that movie is a cult classic, and would love to see more articulated figures of Brandon Lee's Crow. But that is my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you liked it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, well, I guess you didn't like it. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. But stay tuned for pictures next. When it comes to Diamond Select's action figurines.